What's happening YouTube? Rest in peace to Kyren Lacy, age 24, LSU wide receiver. Um, Sadly, um, unalived himself. Was being chased by police. There was some situation with a female, and he had had an episode in December where allegedly hit and run situation, which unalived a driver. Um, it's very sad. This guy was projected to be a top 5 or 6 receiver originally, and then after the episodes, it kind of, you know how it is. People don't want to touch you, because of situations and what's going on with the law and situations. But very sad. His father Kenny was talking about how it's important to always check on our children's welfare and their mental state because you just never know. People are so quick to just assume that everything is all good to go without knowing what's happening. And so, um, it's one of those situations where you want to stay steady and you want to make sure that you tell people how you feel. You just never know. You never know. And he said something that was quite prophetic, which really will shake you to the core about his son who was only 24 on this earth. He said, God needed my baby more than he was needed here. I don't know how you come back from that. And if you are a parent or you're taking care of someone and you are spiritually in your soul, to say that, you're a pretty profound individual because most people will hang on to anything forever and a day and they can't bear themselves to relinquish that our lives are a leash and it's only for a certain time. You don't get forever in a day. You think you do in your mind, and it seems like it, but it really goes by faster than you think. How you treat people, how you show the love, how you reciprocate those things. And Kyren Lacy, it's very sad to read it, to hear it. Um, it's one of those things that you never want to have it to where it's just like it is, and that how it ended. Um, He was driving from the Harris County Police in Houston, and it just ended as it did. And you just always would like to think there would have been a better ending to it or a possibility. But the young man probably felt that his life was done. He probably felt like he had made more mistakes and he couldn't shake the reality of it, of what could happen, the possibilities. And it's a shame because some people need to be told that you're worth more than just a contract. You're worth more than just the hype. That you matter. I mean, sometimes you do have to face the music of the mistakes and actions and things that you cause, but it's not the absolute end. It doesn't have to be that way. And so you always hope that people can reassure people and that they can um, find a balance spiritually, mentally, and that they still prosperous and that they still matter. So it's very tragic and very sad that this is how this concluded for this young man and his family. Thoughts and prayers go to all involved and to that hit and run victim of that, to his family too, and everybody involved, and the young lady that called the authorities on the situation. It's just that you would hope that there would be a better resolute. But that was a pretty powerful message that what was said on the Facebook about God needed my baby more than he was needed here. That's pretty powerful. And if we look at it from that totality to understand about our timing here, we understand that we have to make the most of what we do every day and how we say it through love, say it through feelings, through caring. And we're more than just an auction and a slab of meat and just heads on sticks. We have feelings, we have emotions. And it's important that you tell whatever you or God granted you to bless you with into this world, that you reassure them how you feel. It's very important because you never want to hear about this indirectly or directly. So, Kyren Lacy, RIP, age 24, LSU receiver. More than that, a young man who's, a lot to think about. And let that be a reflection, a reminder of how so much can happen so soon and go so fast, how you treat one another. All right, I'm out.